Hello everyone, and today we are doing a scenario where every single country is broken up into the provinces slash states. And while this is going to be very interesting because there's thousands of countries now. And that's fixed. Boom, boom. Let's make it around 12 size. We're just gonna do whatever we want with this scenario. This scenario is gonna be chaos. How small is that? So the line size is also kind of small too. It's like literally like two, like one. Holy, it's so like tiny. Should be a lot bigger. I don't know why it isn't. Yeah. So let's start the scenario. First of all, we're gonna start from America, and then we're gonna go to Canada, then Mexico, then whatever's gonna happen down here. We're starting from the Americas, then we're going to we're starting with not okay. Let's see. Let's go these guys versus these guys. Yep. Where's the red color? There we go. No, we want. Oh, that. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, they get destroyed. I don't think people would like that, though. Like, to be integrated fully into there. Integrated. But that's fine, it's fine. And we're gonna have the Union of New England. Well, not really. Well, kind of. We'll just have Massachusetts just annex these guys. And yeah, that's what's gonna happen in the eastern part of America. Now we gotta go to Texas specifically. They're gonna be taking over some country. Holy voice delay. So this is a bit of a problem. Boom, I guess just fix that. Fixed it. Mexico, no, not Mexico. Texas versus these provinces and the Oklahoma and New Mexico. I don't know why these specific states are being this weird. We just do this. I'm gonna try my best to go by the border. Still four corners. Just the border looks weird now. Anyway. Yep. All these versus each other. Or actually no, they're just jumping Texas more like. But because Texas attacked these three. And well, it's not going good for these three. I don't really know much about Mexico itself. I know it's not doing very great. Oklahoma, yeah. The small borders is what the big problem is with this. Then we have just New Mexico just getting rolled. Yeah, they all get rolled over, and do I even have to cut for this? Yes, because this is going to have borders. And Texas is now an abomination. And four corners are going to unite. Yippee. Because New Mexico is not able to survive on their own. anymore. So yeah, they're gonna just decide to unite completely. No more being separated at all. They're all union now. And there you go. And Kansas and Oklahoma, or what's left of Oklahoma, is going to unite. Because Oklahoma, same thing with New Mexico, did not survive on its own. Well, Oklahoma has a chance, but they're still going to unite with it anyway because they're just going to get cooked by other countries. Also this, I hate this. This isn't a fixing borders video, but I just can't stand that thing. Right there. So much better. Yeah, now we're gonna go north a bit. And go up here to Michigan and stuff. We're gonna have Michigan versus Wisconsin! Of course. I think it's Wisconsin.
Okay, what's capital
Hold on.
Wisconsin?
And, yeah. Michigan is going to invade into Wisconsin and absolutely destroy them. I'm just trying to get this video out, I'm gonna be honest. I need it out, like, immediately. I haven't posted in 5 days. That is not normal for me anymore. Y'all think I'm gonna quit YouTube again? Boom. Boom. Easy. And now we're gonna have some border changes. Well, yeah, sort of. More border changes because California is going to do something very stupid. What? What? How? Not again, bro. To draw this border again. Hold on. Okay, fixed it. Anyway, boom. Versus everyone.
I know what I can do.
Yep. Except Idaho. I don't. Can I not have Idaho, please? I don't want Idaho. I do not want California to versus Idaho. Easy. Goes over, I just do that. There. Now they just yep. And Texas is not gonna do anything because they don't really care about wars. Well, they do care about wars, but they don't want. They just got out of a war and they gained a lot of successful land. They don't really need any more for now. Keyword for now. California, yeah. California is almost as strong as Texas, and Texas, like, literally just destroyed them. Like, literally just did a 5v1. So they take care of the entirety of Nevada, and then they start doing on the south, then going upward. Why? Because, well, they're trying to squeeze them out. That's basically their goal, is to try to squeeze this union out until they surrender. Which, once this fronts look about like this-ish, hold on. Like that. Then they just surrender because they don't want squeezed out anymore. Not so they don't want destroyed completely. Let's go and look at this piece. And also I changed this because this looks ugly. And yeah, California has become a monster as well. Yeah, not fun. Now we have this. We have Canada now. And yeah, we have Quebec. Is it wait, hold on. I think it is. Anyway, I know. I'm stupid, aren't I? No, it isn't. I'm stupid. No. Hear that. Quebec is going to be taking over a few countries. Boom. Newfoundland. And also, yeah. most of these areas, just, yeah. I'm taking that all over. Taking that all over today. We're gonna jump them and just get, just like, yep. They're gonna take parts of these areas, but, they're actually gonna get pushed back over on the south because they weren't prepared for them to join the war, so, yeah, they don't really have much defenses in the south here because of that. But they have all their troops up here. They keep pushing, try to do, and they cut off this part, and this part surrenders. Oops. Boom. This area is mostly gone. And then I take over this area. And then once they are done, they start a sea invasion. Well, they start a naval invasion. I don't know why I said sea invasion. Whatever. They use the water to their advantage, and, yeah. Go from behind. And then these guys start pushing back the troops a bit. But not fully. Well, actually, no, they did. Almost fully. Actually, we're gonna have naval stuff again. So yeah, Navy. Hold on, let me add the Navy. And here's the navies. With that, yeah, they're just gonna make another naval landing right here. And push their navy even closer. And, yeah, the navy's cooked. And then they fall. But they do end up getting rid of all their military in this area. Let's get it. Boom. They get rid of all of our troops here to push back. And they end up doing it successfully and capturing these areas. And then getting back this entire area. But, and also, they are able to reorganize their navy and push back a bit as well. This is a very back and forth war, I know. And, the red team will push back again, cutting off the blue team, and then ending the war with capturing. Actually, not. With capturing this area, it ends the war. Because the blue team surrenders. Let's go ahead and look at this peace treaty. So, basically, Quebec gained all of over here, and gained over here, and also gained right here. They gained some areas. Why didn't they annex this part? Is because, there's no real point. Because they didn't take that over. It's like age of history, too. If you take over what you got, you only got what you got. What you captured. Well, they did end up capturing a little more than that, but they didn't really annex that part because it's really all they need. They have enough naval control over this area. All they don't have control of is that. It's literally such a small area, there's no real point. And they have, like, a little control over this entire little area of theirs. You know, a nice little area. And they're gonna we're gonna skip over this war because this is gonna take 3 years, this video. So yeah, they're gonna go to war with Northern Territories and take that. And also take over here and all those islands in between. Now they've built up their own little thing. they built up their little own empire over here in northwestern or northeastern Canada. Now we're gonna go over to Mexico and see what's happening over here, and see what's happening like over here, like North and South America, and to like what? Here, I'll show you. Like what's happening over here. This is the this is that segment. So, yeah. First of all, these two are going to unite. Well, they're just gonna get annexed. The southern one's just gonna get annexed. Then we're gonna have... Now, we're not gonna do many wars for a lot of the smaller stuff, because, like, this video would take 3 years to complete, like I said, like 2 seconds ago. So yeah, we're gonna have Costa Rica, sort of, because some Costa Rica provinces unite, and, well, not unite together, they go to war, and this one wins, and yeah, whatever. Could be whoever you want wins, I don't really care. This area is just gonna get annexed by this area. I don't know what these provinces are called. Yippee. And also they have access to the coast now. Yay, I guess. I don't really know. Yeah, they're just gonna take over this entire little area of theirs now. No, they just have their little empire. These areas are going to rival against each other. And they're gonna have a 3-way war. Now, this is actually a big war, so that's why exactly I am going to color this in. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. They have their own little 3-way war. And here is the war. So first of all, we have the purple people, whatever this province is called, the purple team, invading into the red team. But we have the red team invading into the blue team invading into the purple team. Yeah, the 3-way war, this is how most 3-way wars work. They just push on one side and they get, yeah. But, the purple team is going to be able to take most of the red team, and they're going to have to put over their troops in the blue team, and it makes the blue team be able to fight on 2 fronts. So they end up taking over this area, and so push into the purple team. But purple team is not going to have that and push back a bit, and even pushing them out of their territory, or and pushing them into their own territory. But then blue team's going to completely sweep. Sorry, no, just kidding. But they're gonna completely sweep through this area, and yeah, and the purple team wins the war. Why do they win? Is because they have. I just got pinged again. Anyway. Yep. Now let's go ahead and look at this peace treaty. And they take over this main area right here. Now, why so small? Well, because they're a small country, or state, more like. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah. Now, we're gonna have some stuff happen in Cuba, in Jamaica. Yippee. First of all, this country going on a rampage and just taking over some Cuban areas. But they're gonna have some competition with this country, or this state. And then it's gonna be a Cold War incident. Boom. Split down the middle. And yep. And now this country can expand however it wants. In Cuba, and get some regional powers as well with this Cuban country. And now Cuba is split into 3 nations. And then these two will unite to take over the entirety of Cuba. And then war. This is a major war. And then they start invading into the blue team. But the blue team came prepared. What the? And then boom. Start pushing back into their own territory. And I feel like this brush is way too big. And then they go to the original border. But then they have the Navy step in and cut them off. Then immediately, these guys immediately start pushing. Then these guys immediately just run back, fall back to this area. But and they're cut off in the south, and then over here, taking that island, even starting to get squeezed out, and then the end of the war begins. The end of this rivalry, and then cut off, after cut off, and then finally, blue team surrenders. That was a sort of, major war, I guess, at least for the Caribbean. It was a major war, as Cuba is now officially the first country to fully unite back into their own country. Let me just go back. We're just saying every country just split apart into their own states and provinces, but yeah. Boom. Complete and utter destruction. Now it's time for South America. I feel like it's done for North America. It's time for South America. North America wasn't too chaotic, but there was some stuff that happened. First of all, French Guiana is going to get annexed by Suriname. I don't know why I forgot the name. I totally didn't forget that for a second. But yeah, Suriname is just gonna keep annexing other microstates of itself, because, like, this is now. When I just flip over, why am I flipping over? Hold on. So, that's a pair of headphones I'm flipping over. And yeah, they're just gonna take over some areas, and yeah, now they look like this. And Brazil, I feel like, is going to be fine, or relatively fine, as well. These areas are uniting and like going to war with each other, but I'm not showing every single war that's happening. But I'm just showing most of the interesting wars and stuff, but I'm not showing all the wars because like that would take 3 years. Yeah, this entire area just unites together to become New Brazil. Because we're just saying they just suddenly split apart for no apparent reason. But yeah, this is New Brazil now. They've gotten a relatively big area right here. And then they're just gonna take over more land of Brazil. As they take over more Brazilian land, they become stronger, obviously. And they can take over more stronger opponents. Now, I'm pretty sure Brasilia is in the New Brazil. I'm not 100% sure, though. Actually, no, this is Brasilia, isn't it? Yeah, let's just say they take over Brasilia. Well, not take over, just more like unite with them. To create the New Brazil. Pretty sure that's Brasilia. I hate this border, hold on. Hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right with that border. It's like a nose. Got pinged again, hold on. Hold up, chat. Okay. So, this is New Brazil. Very huge. Peru is not great, as you can see, but this northern province of Peru will take over, well, another Peru province, well, a few. Because I did not mean to do that. Yeah, they'll take over a few. Get a bit bigger, but they're not going to take any more. Maybe except for this. They might take over that soon, but they probably won't now. They're fine now. They're fine with land. They have about half their land anyway. It's not that bad. Chile, yeah, just Chile is just gone. And, well, most of South America is just uniting and trying to form a country again. But we're starting in Europe, where lots and a giant war is going to break out. This is some Portuguese countries versus some Spanish countries and some more of Portuguese countries. There's going to be 4 sides in this war. These Portuguese countries, well, not all of them are going to be, not every red team member is going to be these Portuguese countries. There's some Spanish countries right here. Yeah. And then we have the capital of Spain and a little bit of provinces up here. And then the third side, the green team, it's going to be some Moroccan countries and some Portuguese countries. They're really all just jumping each other because they need land. Every country needs land if you really think about it. And, well, look at this. So, before this war, they annexed that country right there. Taking a little bit more land. And the war shall start. But then this French country joins the war. And some Italian countries join. They're really just joining because they just want free land opportunities. And this is gonna break out into an all-out war. With 4 sides. Boom, 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 boom. There's really a lack of blue countries. There's more just the best chance. Now, the best chance of a side winning this war is probably either purple or green team. There's really a lack of red and blue countries. But I say purple because Madrid. Yeah, but anyway, let's start this war. First of all, we have Madrid. I guess that's their province name. It's Madrid invading into these countries and end up connecting up with these guys. And yeah, just absolutely destroying them. Now, first of all, these countries are going to form a temporary alliance at the start. Well, not really temporary alliance. This is more of just like a just a stalemate right here. There's nothing happening really. And then the red team is going to invade down the blue team. The blue team has a major disadvantage with the least amount of countries. The red team can at least do some stuff because they're not weak. They're not as strong as like the purple team or the green team, but they're not as weak as like, let's say, let me think of it. Green color. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And then we have some invasions over here, taking over this area, which forces the red team to kind of push back to like kind of force a liberation thing. I did not mean to do red. I meant to do green. And they end up taking over this Portuguese area and taking over the red team's like claims over here. Yeah, the major war, the green team is able to like separate the countries from each other and like take them over that way. And the green team invades from 2 fronts into this purple team country. And then cuts them off. Just starts squeezing them out. And they have no access to the coast. And they end up surrendering. Now the green team is looking pretty good as well as the purple team. The red team isn't that great. The purple team is able to just take over the entire country and take over more of the blue team. That's basically what everyone's taking advantage of, is the blue team to gain power. And the red team makes a sweeping campaign through here, taking over that amount of them. And then the green team takes the rest. Wow. And then the green team starts invading into the purple team. The purple team does not like that, so they're pushing back. And then the red team starts pushing them in. Now, 2 front wars are not that great for countries, but the purple team has their strategic advantage. Money. And they are able to push the red team completely out of these areas and completely just destroy them. But the green team is able to push into these areas and able to invade into some parts of these countries. But purple team does not give up yet. And they end up pushing them out of their territories. And then, yeah, we're just doing it very quickly because I need this video out. It's, how long has the video already been? Almost 40 minutes. See, this is gonna be a very long video. And then they start pushing them out, and they are completely pushed out of these areas. Then take over the green team, and then take over the main area of the green team. Boom. Boom. And then they completely liberate this country. The red team, yep, they just surrender. The red team surrenders to the purple team. And the green team countries from the green team start surrendering, but then the purple team takes over the last blue country, and these guys are very quick to surrender. Boom. Purple team domination. Because they have Madrid. Because they have money. Madrid is one of the most populated. It's one of the most economically good countries, or economically good cities in the world, I think. I'm pretty sure they are one of the best economically good cities in the world. Yeah, in the world. About as much as Berlin, I think. I think it's about as much as Berlin. Berlin is very rich, if you don't know. And let's go ahead and look at the purple team domination. Hello. Again. Well, actually I forgot something. Hold on. So, this is the world now. Well, this is the European countries. It's not great. For the world, I guess. Hold on, can you see that? See the bottom of my... I can't tell. I can't tell. Oh, yes, you can. Oops. Sorry, chat. Boom. Okay, you don't see any of that. Good. Anyway. Yeah. This is how the world looks now. And this wasn't a temporary alliance either. This is a permanent alliance. And this is very strong now. It's not exactly very connected, but Madrid is almost the entirety of Spain. You just need a little areas right here, and yeah. But some countries didn't get affected at all. Like the Moroccan countries, and this country. And these countries, and most of the ones on a red team right here, and that one. Those few. Those didn't get affected. By the war because they were just too far out of reach. And yeah, that's how it looks now. This is how our world map-ish looks now. Well, not world map, just more of our European map is very different. Still, but not as different. I guess Europe is more united now, and more like, yeah. I guess what could very well happen is all of these countries uniting into Italy. Well, at least all the purple countries right here. So, like, these few, at least, uniting together. And this country just becoming France. I guess this is our French country, and these are our Italian countries. Well, in the purple team at least, and here's our Spanish countries. Madrid grew a ton. Why? Because, well, they're the strongest. That's why they grew so much. They were like that big. And they gained all of that. Now these weaker countries didn't really gain too much. I guess this one did. Yeah, they gained all that. It's not that much. But this country did gain a bit from this war. They did gain a bit. Now, why they got rolled is because they got hit from two fronts. Now we're gonna have another war against some of the German countries. Yep, and some of the French countries. We're gonna have France, some French countries, all going on the same side to fight against some German countries. Germany is usually seen as in red, because, you know why, but yeah, the French countries are going to start invading into these German countries. Why so big of a brush? Because, well, they're kind of strong compared to these. Because, like, they're more, because Paris, they do not Berlin. But they did pull some strings and get some more countries into this war. Because all the German countries and most of the German countries are in on this. They even got Berlin on this. But the French country, this country is going to join the French, as well as this country, and yeah. Yeah, some countries are going to join the French. Because as they see that they're losing, the Germans are losing this war. But they do, like, Berlin managed to push out these guys, and also these guys, push out them, get rid of these. Those little pocket things, and then they start pushing back, because if they have more countries now, they're a bit more united. They managed to push out this area, and, where's the color? There it is. And they managed to push down over here and do that. Which, kind of gets rid of some logistics. They kind of had to push them out. Then, they start invading to Alsace-Lorraine and taking over the entirety of Alsace-Lorraine. I think that's how you say it. Correct me in the comments if I said it wrong. This idea I don't think has actually been taken before. Probably because it takes 3 years to record and edit. Well, I don't edit, but for normal people edit. Normal people edit. But I simply don't. It's because I don't really want to, and all these French countries manage to liberate some of themselves, but not able to get into Alsace-Lorraine because it's so protected. It's so protected by Alsace-Lorraine was very protected, but they managed to break through, and also managed to encircle these countries. But then push them out. Then they start going up into Germany, trying to get the coast. And they managed to get all of that and liberate their ally. But as the Germans are losing the war, they managed to cut off all the supply lines. So, yeah, they try to push through, but Germans are smart, and they completely cut them off. And, yeah. Boom. But these leftover French troops managed to do that and do that. But they started getting pushed back. But their supply lines still go into the ocean. Still from the ocean. So they're still able to live. But now resources are running low. And the war is going to end. Let's go ahead and look at this peace treaty. Boom. Yep, the Germans are back and in business. Now, they did lose some land, but they also did gain some land. I feel like this war was sort of a tie. Oh, wait, I forgot. Boom. Yep, the Germans completely united. they didn't form a sort of alliance like the purple and orange team did. Yep, they're orange now. I changed their color to orange because of the fact that that's like a war color, and I kind of need that war color. So they're just orange. I close that tab. Yeah. Why can't you see the? Oh, no, 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 no. Oops, oops. Why can't you see? What? What? Okay. What? No, I don't want to delete. No, 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 no. Hold on. Fixed it. I don't know how long you didn't see it for. I might check after the recording. Sorry about that. I just checked my OBS. Checked the time in the recording. And that happened. So, yeah, we're 46 minutes in the recording. That's how long this video is going to be. Because we still haven't gotten half the map done. Well, actually, we have gotten half the map done. So, I feel like this video has been 2 hours for me. But only 46 minutes for you. I feel like I'm going to do this in 2 parts because, like, this is way too long for me. And I don't want to make a 4-hour video. Or at least, for not 4-hour video, but like 4 hours for me in development. I don't want to do that. So, yeah. We are going to end it here. And, bye. Well, if you have made it this far, if you want to subscribe, you can. I don't really care if you don't. By now, you gotta know if you want to subscribe or not. So, yeah, subscribe if you want to. If you don't, I don't really care. Just subscribe if you want to. I don't know. I don't know. So, bye.